Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters, Tristan Johnson, Sammy, and Matthew Knudsen. Thank you very much for your support. And if you want to support us on Patreon as well, feel free to click the link down below in the description to find out more, and we'll see you there. Take care, guys. Hold up, hold the phone. Before anyone says anything about, where are you watching this again? You know why? Because these two assholes.
Oh, what? Wait a minute, I didn't... What about my asshole?
It's funny because he thinks that's going to work and no one's going to ask.
I know. People are still going to skip the beginning, watch the part that's only got SovietWomble, which...
Haven't you guys already reacted to this?
Yeah.
The reaction starts in 2 minutes.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I missed where it said recap in the title.
Yeah. And honestly, man... Look,
I'm not really making fun of you.
No,
I get it.
Look,
I think the same crap sometimes when I see re-uploads on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why are they doing this again?
Yeah. Well, honestly, man, we asked people in our previous SovietWomble video if you wanted to see us do a recap with these two. And overwhelmingly, a lot of people said, hell yeah, do it again. And I'm just like...
I say, hell yeah, I want to watch SovietWomble. He's
me
funny as
too.
fuck, man.
Yeah. Womble is
too.
hilarious. And the ZF crew is also very, very funny, including everyone you see here. I mean, Cyanide, Calf, Echo, Edberg. Oh, God. Edberg's here. Everyone run to the hills. But, yeah, overall, man, the funny thing about this is that I know people are going to talk shit, and people are going to shit on us for redoing this, but you know what?
You'll be all right.
You'll be fine. It's SovietWomble. I mean... there's no problem in watching this again. And if you want to watch SovietWomble without seeing our dumb faces on the screen, hey, there's a link in the description that'll take you right there. Holy crap, it's like magic!
We'd appreciate the sub if you're going to use us for video recommendations, though.
Yes, yeah, of course. I mean,
that would be cool.
That would be cool. You know, sub for, or hell, leave a comment down below saying, hey, found this through you guys, thanks. You know, anything, any interaction on the channel, a like, a subscription, a comment, it's always appreciated.
I've asked for people to roast me, and it still hasn't happened.
You know why? They're afraid. They see your beard.
Don't be scared.
And they've seen you. And I think
they were nice to me for about. They were nice to me for about
skills.
4 months, I think.
Yeah,
First 4 months I was here, everybody was nice, and then people started shitting all over me a little bit.
Well,
those motherfuckers!
I made
Don't
people
you dare!
aware.
Don't you dare!
No,
Chad, I've made people aware of your counter roasting skills.
Oh yeah,
and how good you are at that. And I think they're afraid. Honestly, I think they are afraid.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
We'll see who's
homie.
brave in these comments, if anybody.
All right. So anyway, we have the SovietWomble video, random CS:GO bullshittery part 1 re-up here. Let's see what. Let's see if this is as funny as I remember it being.
Damn it!
What?
Have you got a drink in your hand?
Uh-oh. You got the weird thing again? Yep, 60 FPS.
What the F?
Ain't it fun?
Damn it!
What?
Have you got a drink in your hand?
Yes.
Yes!
Gambit and
Gambit is us!
Good luck, have fun.
Fuck you.
Eat dick.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you did! You prick!
If we can't see us, they can't see us. Yeah, Roger.
By the way, the Deagle is
Miss.
first shot, and then you have to wait for it to
I bet you
reset.
kissed her by that name.
It returns
Turn around,
life to its purest form.
You gotta pick up a gun. Turn around.
I've got a gun!
See that?
Is that
Pick up the
philosophical
ARP. No,
enough
pick it
for you?
I'm
up.
not picking up the fucking AWP!
Go get the ARP.
Shut up.
You do fine.
Shut
Trust
up,
me.
shut up,
No,
shut up,
legit.
shut up, shut up.
Trust me.
Shut up.
Trust me when I say this. The ARP has good juju. Give you the juju.
Distraction orgasm.
If you had the ARP, you wouldn't have had this problem.
Someone
That's
shut
why.
him up.
Get the juju ARP. That's the wrong guy. What are you doing? Get the ARP and you wouldn't have had this problem. Oh my
Oh,
god.
of course he's using
That
the
guy's gonna
SG.
miss.
Oh.
It's the only gun with a scope.
God damn it, Soviet.
God, I'm trying to fucking play the game and you're screaming in my fucking ear! Dude, no! Get your chode out of my face!
The smoke to pop so you can cross.
Alright.
Oh, you
Wow. Way to step in the way, asshole.
Great start, guys.
This gun looks like a Smurf has ejaculated all over it.
Yeah.
I will now
bit.
demonstrate how to
Everybody was like,
correctly use a
yeah.
key.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
In front of the goddamn enemy!
But you guys are like top
Wow.
10.
Seriously, what is it with the chef hat?
Kimbrough.
Oh no, I don't want this.
No, give it to me. Give it to me. I'm good with
Go,
it.
go, go.
I'm horrible with it.
Give me something back!
What?
Oh, you
No,
cock.
saving money.
You asshole.
Face.
I've got a blue tag. I'm trying to stick something inside of my headset.
It's a picture of a man, isn't it?
There's some popular grills that play CSGO, and they only use the SG and the AUG.
What the hell is a grill?
Soviet does not know what a grill is.
A girl?
No, a grill, like a foreman.
I'm gonna point towards the
Shut
ground. You
up.
always want to
Shut
keep it
up,
at kind of
shut up, shut
head
up.
height.
You bouncing in front of me. You motherfucker! Well, they left the bomb back in the mid.
It's not like you're a terrorist trying to blow something up or anything. The only thing you blow up is a doll. What's up? Cell 5.
Cell 5.
Give me the goddamn bomb.
It could go off.
Yeah, I think everyone's here, man. You can.
We'll link ring a beat. We need two.
Oh!
How did I get shot and you
How
didn't?
does that happen?
I don't know. This is bullshit.
Horror's avatar.
It's like that roadhog that stepped a foot to the side and I got hit right in the face with a Hanzo arrow.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he said.
Which one are you against Soviet?
I'm crouching next to the bin.
Oh.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Wow.
Covering smoke. Oh, why? Oh, you dickhead. Oh, God.
Oh.
How's that? Does that help?
That's
Good job.
hopefully helpful.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh god.
I just want to puke.
You. I'm sorry.
That's punny.
I guess I took the opportunity.
Oh!
Shut up.
Stop it.
Crossfire. You know what a crossfire is? You point that way, I point this way.
Alright.
Together we shall form a. Fuck off! Who invited you? There's no one there. Hin.
Stop ghosting. It's not fun.
This is ghosting, right?
Fat ghost.
What was that in the end, though?
Buy me.
Just get into it. Sorry. I used to go out with a psycho. She was great fun, but she was a fucking lunatic. I
Aren't they
basically
always?
woke up in the middle of the night to feel something fucking ice cold on my chest. What she decided in the middle of the night was that she felt horny, so she got an egg out of the fridge and broke it on my chest, thinking that we were going to have some sexy time. It was fucking ice cold, I tell you.
I don't
I was
know.
all tucked up, all warm, and just sneezing away. Oh, I was in bliss. I can confirm, guys, it is not sexy. She got really pissed with me as well, because of course I went, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking lunatic?" She didn't like that, because of course she was in horny mode. I was expecting me to go, "Hey, baby, sexy egg."
Sexy.
Right.
What the hell?
Ricochet?
No, you know what? Oh, god damn it. He's gone AFK. Oh my god, he's so fucked.
He's done for.
Oh!
Ah, he's fucking.
Ouch.
He's live.
What the hell?
Dirty.
I'm back.
No way.
Did you just get
no,
back?
no, fuck off. You do not do better at CS AFK than I do at my keyboard.
As I'm used to.
Gaff is not. Are you referring to yourself in the third person?
Yes.
You do not have nearly enough skills to refer to yourself in the third person.
And I just got raped. 95 before hits.
Define rape.
Penis somewhere not good.
Penis somewhere not good.
I can confirm it's just not the penis. Penis somewhere not good.
Wait, what is cat?
Do not search.
No,
that
do
in
not
Google.
Google that. Do not Google that.
no.
Shoot me in the head.
No,
You better put
just
music
run
after it
someone
if you do.
Didn't run into anything.
He just ran to that.
I didn't appreciate your insults to my mother yesterday.
She
I
did.
said she made nice food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I said she made nice food after sex, but that doesn't. The session's full.
Of course it's full. I'm here. People want to play with me.
Yeah, they have to have space for you and your ego.
Yeah. Yeah, space for you and your belly.
Oh.
Fuck you!
Cell 5.
You guys got auto on B.
Oh.
Fuck you! That's my thing! You are so not allowed to do that! I believe that's called being fucked in the butt. I am a champion about fucked in the butt.
Isolate
I
that.
do believe I am a champion about being fucked in the butt. Yes. It helps me
Bomb towards B.
Did you just spray through that smoke?
No. Why? Did I get
That's power around.
Whoa.
Come on, use the flash. Use the flash.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh god. Oh no.
You're not gonna fucking get me, Ed.
I will. You know I will.
You're not gonna fucking get me. I'm gonna make sure you don't. What the shit? Did you see that?
And we lost. Yeah, you missed.
No!
Oh.
So goddamn easy.
I just fucking rage quit.
He has.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Bye.
Nice.
Bye.
Wow.
That scream was legit. Like
No.
like no.
Well, you know what it is when you've got something over on one of your friends in like a game or something you're competitive at, and then they finally fucking get you.
Yeah, it's God, dude. It's just like, okay, you remember Andrew Wooten back in the day, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. For the longest time, me and him had a bit of a rivalry in Super Smash Brothers. Friendly rivalry. We weren't like Hungry Box and Mango throwing insults at each other over Twitter saying we're gonna like fuck each other up and this and that, blah blah blah. But you know, he always had it in me. Always had it on me. In the original Smash, as Kirby, he could pretty much beat almost anyone. And me, I always played as Luigi because I love Luigi. Luigi's my favorite character to play as. And I remember one time we were playing. And he was into it, man. He was just like not paying attention to anything else, just the game. And me, I look over and I'm seeing that he's actually starting to get stressed, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually doing good against. And I figured out how to beat his Kirby because he was very over reliant on the down thing wherever you become the rock or the heavy thing and hit that. So
It's a great move.
It is. But I always played on levels that had the slopes, that had the slants on them, so that anytime I would camp near the edge, and anytime he would try that on me at the edge, he would just slide right off and fall to his death. And I'm just like, ha ha ha! I've got something on him. And then I had to figure out how to counter his forward smash, which is this twirling push kick that Kirby does. And I figured out that my Cyclone actually counters it very well. If I jump up and I Cyclone coming down, it pretty much counters it every time. And I'm like, damn, okay, I've got this. And I remember the first time I beat him, like, I two-stocked him. I was like, damn, dude. That was actually... And all of a sudden, he stands up and he's just like, damn it! And he goes downstairs and he just like is steaming, just fuming. I could see it in his eyes and he was mad. And I'm like, damn, dude, I'm sorry. It was like I figured it out. I mean, because he didn't evolve his game anymore. And then when Super Smash Bros. Melee came out, I'm like, hey, dude, you want to play this with me? He's like, no.
Damn.
I'm just like, well, damn.
You broke his spirit.
I did, and I feel bad about that because I was just like, I loved playing Smash Bros.
Somebody's got to wear the crown.
But
somebody has
to.
to.
The thing is, I wasn't taking it very seriously. I figured out how to beat him, but I wasn't like stalking him to see his button movements or anything like that. I wasn't like, that's how he's doing it. I can beat him. No, I wasn't doing that at all.
That's what he tells us now.
Right?
Yeah. No, I hid in his dirty pile of laundry.
History goes to the victor here.
Yeah, I know. Well, I always hid myself in the little like laundry pile he had in the corner, just so I could sneak a peek on how he did the button movements and everything. That's how I beat him. It was just play. He beat me enough to where I started to figure it out. It was a lot like when I was playing against Anthony in Smash Brothers Ultimate. At first, I couldn't touch him, but then very slowly, I started to evolve my game to where not only was I landing enough to damage him to take some stocks off of him, but I was in some cases beating him. and he got the better of me in most of the games. But honestly, how my game evolved playing him, I was just like, yeah, I could see if I keep at this, I might be able to like actually get the better of him most of the time. But as it was, he was still beating me. But I remember that first time I beat him, he was just like, damn, dude, that was good. And everyone else was shocked, too, because no one could beat him. And I was the first one to do it.
I have two short stories on this topic.
Go ahead.
First one is my buddy Mac that I used to play online games with all the time.
Mac, Charlie, and Dennis?
No, but he would. It was actually Mac with a K. But he would always beat me at everything. Like, he was just better in general at games than I was at that time.
Okay.
And we started playing Step Mania, which is Dance Dance Revolution, but we were just playing with the keyboard and playing charts that were like so fast you wouldn't have been able to dance on me now. And one of my strong suits, actually, I found out starting with that one, is rhythm games. And I got better than him at rhythm games. We were playing a song, and he couldn't pass that song, and I beat it and got a ridiculous score on it, and he got so pissed he quit playing the game.
Damn.
He was like, fuck this. He's like, you're not supposed to beat me at games. And I was like, whatever, man. I was like, I've been practicing.
Yeah.
And then Andrew, who you guys know and have seen.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Chance always used to play Tekken a bunch for the fun of it.
Which one?
6 is the one we were playing together at that time. And one night we were doing like the switch off thing, you know, where like loser passes the controller. And we kept beating him. I think each beat him about 3 times in a row. And he started getting tilted, so he kept fucking up, you know. And at some point, I can't remember how many times he had lost in a row, but he set the controller down on his bed and just turned around and went wham and punched a hole through his wall.
When he gets that
we're
salty,
just like, damn, bro. And he's like, sorry. It's like, it's cool, man. Are you cool? And he's like, yeah.
No, those anger spikes are real, dude. Those anger spikes are real. I've witnessed them. There was one kid, the entire tournament, he was like all calm and patient and all that. And then he actually got into like the top 8. But then he lost both of his matches in a row. He then proceeds to unplug his GameCube controller and swing it like a glaive and slam it on the ground.
I've done that move
enough times.
That's basically what I did with that Xbox controller I bought during Ninja Gaiden. It's just like took it and slung it. Wow.
I did it. N64 controller Blitz 2000.
So he swung that thing and hit it against the ground a good 6 or 7 times and left it. Somebody picked it up and fixed. I think the only thing that was broken on it was the C-stick. He fixed the C-stick, and it still works to this day. That isn't a
because the GameCube is one of the most durable systems ever made.
The GameCube controllers were atrocious for breaking the C-stick, though.
Yeah.
I had 3 of them, and the only thing wrong with them was the C-stick.
Yeah, but everything else worked perfect. The triggers, the Z button, the analog stick, all the buttons worked. It's just the C-stick.
That C-stick was so fucking unreliable. It was terrible.
Well, in the first generation, absolutely. The second generation ones that they've come out with more recently, they are a lot better now. They are a lot better. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It would like stick, or it would like always be.
Yeah, it would always be trekked off in another direction, or you would hit it really fast, and then all of a sudden it was stuck there forever.
Forever.
And then you had to reopen the thing, pretty much tape up the hole that you made in the little cup.
You see that Slipknot poster?
Yeah.
That's covering up the hole in the wall.
What?
The Slipknot poster to the right of my head.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I just realized I had that on my phone.
The only time I really punched a hole in the wall was when my mom and dad were fighting, and to make a point of how pissed I was, I punched a hole in the kitchen wall, and they both apologized to me, and then me and my dad, we fixed the hole the next day.
I think we've all been full Kyle at some point in our lives.
Yeah. Punching a hole in the wall.
Which I'm so grateful for those memes with my name being Chad.
Yeah.
Like, I no longer have to worry about that. They're all on the Kyle trip now. Sorry, Kyles.
The most damage I ever did was I broke a laptop in half over my knee. So.
Yeah,
I was beyond pissed and upset.
I've broken a couple of computers.
I've broken some peripherals. A keyboard, like one of these keyboards, I did break over my knee one time because it was trying to get this damn thing to work, and I was just done. I'd been working on it for like 6 hours, and I was just like, fuck that! pow.
Are we all
just-
Kyles on the inside? It's coming out.
No,
It's
no.
the couch
no,
of Kyle.
Like I said, we all no. That Kyles are the ones who make it a frequent thing. They do it once a week.
Yeah.
I'm saying me, anger
We're
spike.
setting the regulation on Kyles.
It's
So
like
everybody knows.
at least once a week. At most, it's every hour. Whereas if it's every minute, he's got a problem and he's going to be in a padded room here in a little while.
Is the freak out
My
kid's
thing is, at
name
least
Kyle?
it's very difficult to make me that angry that I'll
Which
break
one?
something.
The one who
so.
tried to stick the remote up his ass?
Yeah, yeah. Freaking God!
Yeah.
That guy.
No, that was Steven. His name is Steven.
Steven, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The greatest. I remember watching those greatest freak out videos. I remember when he walked into the closet and then walked back out. I was just like, he just got rejected by Narnia.
It's just sad that video is staged.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, but Steven knows that it's like that. His family knows it's like that. That's why they bought him that junker truck, because they realized they knew that if he was going to beat up a truck, it wasn't going to be a nice one. It had to be a junker.
I think maybe they kind of took something that really was a problem and made a positive out of it.
They did.
Because the first couple ones are like, I think he's really just tripping. Like he's like super bipolar type 1. He's going to be triggered by something kind of guy. Because I know a couple of those people, man.
Yeah.
And you would think that they're putting on, but they're not. They're just like that dumb and that crazy.
Well, he actually admitted that the original World of Warcraft video was staged.
The whole shit?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
what a shame.
Well, him and his brother, I mean, they're internet geniuses. I mean, they made a shit ton of money off of it.
I have laughed so hard at those fucking videos.
It's like I was also very sad when I found out Leroy Jenkins was staged.
Yeah, that too made me a little upset.
I don't think the Onyxia one is staged though. I'm pretty sure that guild leader actually was like that, because I think I actually met someone who was like, yeah, I was in that guild with him, and he was actually like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some crazy people out there.
There are.
Yeah.
There are.
That are really funny.
Yes, they are.
But
like
they're
Alex
not.
Jones.
They're not laughing.
Like
but they're
Alex
funny.
Jones. Alex Jones is a legit crazy person, but he's nowhere near as crazy as he portrays himself.
No.
He believes a lot of conspiracy theories, but he plays up a lot of the big conspiracy theories just to get clicks. That was really it. And there's actually talk now that Congress is trying to pass a censorship law that will actually enable Alex Jones to come back to YouTube and Facebook and all that, because these platforms, YouTube makes these platforms for people to post their shit on, post their videos and everything on. Whereas if a person is removed from it without legal precedence, without going to court over it or something like that, then the company is not within their rights to do that, because where it's a platform of free speech, which YouTube has stated in the past that it is, and as long as they do not violate certain things, which certain YouTube channels have and gotten kicked off, which I'm glad they're gone, but then there's some that haven't violated it but got kicked off anyway because of their opinions not lining up with how Google runs its company.
Right.
And a lot of these YouTubers might be able to get their platforms back. Also, like, the big tech companies are freaking out about it. They're just like, you can't do this. This is a violation of our rights as a business and all this and all that. And Congress is making the argument, how is it a violation of your business if you're providing the free platform? And honestly, it's a whole thing.
Nobody's forcing you to watch the stuff. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's how
Exactly.
you don't support it. That's how they don't make money. If other people are, what is it your business what other people are doing? Who gives a
Exactly.
shit?
It's my opinion on it too. It's just like, I know there's plenty of people out there who don't like us. I know this. There's people out there, they see reaction videos and
Guilty.
they're just like cancer. Cancer, 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 cancer. I hope you all die. Cancer, cancer, cancer. That was actually in one of our most recent ones.
To which I say, my mom literally just had surgery for cancer yesterday, so you're an asshole. Fuck yourself.
Well, every time I see one of those angry comments telling us to get real jobs and this and that, I'm just like, Dad, what are you doing on here?
Right?
But no, in all honesty, I love my dad. I'm just joking. But every time I see people saying shit like that, I'm just like, how's about this? How's about we are enjoying ourselves doing this and having fun. And if you don't want to support us, that's all well and good. You don't gotta watch.
It's because you're a jealous, miserable fuck that has to go to a job they hate every day doesn't mean that somebody who worked for something that they don't hate can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've tried to get these people taken off YouTube
Oh,
with all
yes.
the crazy shit that they say.
Oh yeah, dude. Womble has actually gotten several of his videos demonetized, and he's actually thought about going back and reposting them and trying to get around the YouTube algorithm that way. Because that's actually a way some people have gotten around it. If your video gets flagged for demonetization, all you got to do is re-upload it, and YouTube thinks it's demonetized when really it isn't. And that's how people have fooled the system before. And I think YouTube's algorithm is learning that and is getting rid of that. But there's always going to be ways around it. And we've actually received warnings ourselves about our language and all that, which if we do have to start censoring again, then okay, we got to start censoring again. It's going to be arduous and it's going to be ridiculous, but oh well. It is what it is.
The way of the world,
yes,
children.
Indeed. So, anyway, I guess that's going to do it.
I'm going to learn to curse in Chinese like Firefly if that happens.
Learn some Mandarin swear words.
Yeah.
Or Cantonese, which one?
I think they curse in Mandarin.
Mandarin is the more simplified.
No,
Cantonese is...
Which one do they use?
Well, I know in Hong Kong, Cantonese is the most popular.
What about hand gestures? Will they get you on hand gestures?
For this, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
You mean that?
Yes. I mean, it's not like this is anything too special.
No, it can't be that.
No, I know. And I would flip you off with my middle toe, but I don't have that ability.
Hold on.
No, I can't do it.
It's not working.
All it says is Chinese, so... I don't
Yeah.
know.
So,
Google's racist.
No, God. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for this episode. This was Random CSGO Bullshittery by SovietWomble. If you want to see more, feel free to click the links down below in the description to take you back to SovietWomble's channel. The guy's awesome, has a shit ton of stuff. And if you are enjoying these recaps, let us know. And, hey, hopefully we will see you all in the next one. So until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad.
And we'll see you then. Peace out.